Well, we're continuing our focus on back to school this week with a report card on the important aspects of consumer shopping trends. As the second busiest shopping season of the year, the back to school season is an accurate gauge of the consumer's willingness and ability to spend big at the retail level. Our very own Jim Russell, U.S. Bank Wealth Management Senior Equity Strategist, joins Business Courier editor Rob Dahlmeyer in the studio to share his perspective in this morning's U.S. Bank Economic 360. Rob and Jim?
Thanks very much, and Jim, thanks for being here.
Rob, good morning.
So back to school, I really honestly didn't realize that back to school shopping was number 2 in consumer spending. What does the average family spend on back to school?
Well, in a phrase, it's quite a bit. It's quite a bit of money. It's $74.9 billion here in the United States in terms of aggregate back to school spending. That's a pretty big number. As you'd mentioned, the second largest behind holiday shopping. Right. You know, a lot of families really struggle with this a little bit. More than one child in the house, and perhaps maybe even some kids that are a little bit older. And as we'll see here in just a second, the numbers actually go up a bit as you move up the food chain in terms of the school experience. K through 6, a lot of that, of course, is going to be apparel. Middle school, high school, and college, though, get into some different dynamics. You start, a lot of schools actually suggest very strongly or actually require a laptop at the high school level. Certainly college does, and college, of course, includes furniture. So it really ties into a pretty big expenditure, $304,000 to raise a child from birth to the age of 18. Certainly this is a big part of it.
Yeah, that's staggering. So what are the trends saying so far? It's still August, but schools are pretty much back now. What are the trends so far?
We don't have a complete nationwide data set just yet. It looks like a good but not great back to school season. Highly promotional. I will tell you, the retailers are really battling it out for the incremental dollar. Flash sales, matching pricing. Certainly the online experience, of course, counts quite a bit. The consumer remains very, very price sensitive. Comparison shopping is done via computers, online, mobile phones, etc., where one store will be played off another. And of course, electronics, again, a priority. The computer operators, the online operators out there are very aware that back to school is a big deal for them as well.
A lot of these computers really have come down to just price. I mean, it's almost a commodity at this point, but still pretty expensive, even the cheap laptops. What does this tell us about consumer sentiment in general? Any trends that you think we should be aware of? You said it's very competitive, but how does that relate to the entire economy?
That's a great question, Rob, in that back to school is a pretty good gauge for maybe where the consumer's head is and wallet is going into the all-important holiday season, which kicks off right around Thanksgiving. So, you know, what we're seeing is about a 4% year-over-year increase in back-to-school sales. Again, good but not great. I think the retailers were maybe looking for just a little bit more. 50% of the families shop at discount stores, again, comparing prices amongst stores and, of course, via online. And 36%, surprisingly, of families don't shop at all. It's hand-me-downs and schools supplies that were left over from last year. So again, the economizing that's going on at the family level prior to the holiday shopping season really indicates that there's a very careful consumer, very promotional at the retail level. So it'll be kind of a tricky holiday season, we think, in terms of consumer participation.
Which is coming right up. I'm already seeing pumpkins at Kroger, and then as soon as the pumpkins are done, then we get to Christmas, probably in, I don't know, a couple hours.
No kidding.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.